Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Tony from Safe Haven. Take a look at this view with me. Right there is New York City. I grew up there. Always had a dream of being able to open my balcony door, terrace door, whatever, penthouse door, and see that view. Always was a dream of mine. And I finally got that dream. Finally was able to do what I had to do to get to a place that I could wake up to that view and know this is not a view from, the the pool deck or where the amenities are at. It's my house. I get to wake up to this every day. See, if you would have told me a year ago when the narcissist discarded me and my family a week before Thanksgiving, I'll be able to enjoy this kind of a view, I would have said you're crazy. If you would have told me a year ago that I'd be at the point in my career which I actually enjoy it, I'm doing more, I'm being more active, I'm becoming a subject matter expert in my field, I would have looked at you like you're crazy. If you would have told me that I wake up every morning grateful, blessed, ready to take on the day, even though the person who I originally wanted to spend my life with did not want to spend their life with me, I would have told you you're crazy. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this to tell y'all there is life on the other end of a discard. There is life on the other end of someone dumping you. There is life on the other end of narcissistic abuse. Okay? I want y'all to believe that. I want y'all to know that. I want y'all to cling to that. A lot of times, especially with us guys, I'm gonna sit down right here in the corner. Look at that. Look at that, man. It's crazy. Sometimes I still pinch myself like, I get to see this every day? What? Sometimes as men, we get real wrapped up in what we think our life should be. Not just men and women, but we can get real wrapped up, and it's getting hecka windy, so I'm probably gonna have to record in the office because I don't want the wind to come out. But anyway, as men, as women, as people, we can get caught up in how life's supposed to be. Next thing you know, we get with the perfect person, or who we think is perfect, and pretty soon they're turning the screws on us, and we don't know what's going on. To the point in which they take until they can't take no more, and they bounce. They leave us as a husk. We think our life is over. Nah, our life ain't over. 1 second, let me go into the office. It's cold. All right. Whew. That was brisk out there. All right. So like I was saying, it ain't over. Okay? Here's the thing. Narcs tend to take, right? That's their MO, right? And what happens is they take everything from us. They take our time, our money, our resources, our reactions. They take our dignity. They take our self-worth. They take our value, all that. And when we're not careful, we give ourselves over to them. And what happens is once they move on to the next victim, because narcs never, ever, ever stay with the same person until death do us part, right? And if they do, that means they've beaten that person down to the point in which they're nothing. And even then, they leave because they get bored. They look for supply. They're looking for a dopamine rush from interactions. And as with anything, you're not gonna get that from people all the time. So when they leave you, it's very easy to think, oh man, life is done for. When my next left, number one, the way it was done was like the most cruel thing you could ever do, which was leaving a week before a major holiday while we were making plans for that holiday, while I had 4 children living with me, while I was recovering from a car wreck, I was recovering from job loss. Oh, look at that. We got a little visitor. Come here. You trying to get out or you trying to come over here? You want to introduce yourself? You think? Yeah, come over here. It's all right. Come here. Come on. He's the shy one. I've got 2 cats. A lot of y'all have seen Kirk. He's not Cookie, he's Kirk. But this guy right here is Spock. Kirk and Spock. He even looks like Spock because he got the pointy ears. And yes, I'm a Star Trek aficionado. And yeah, because Data had a cat. I don't know if y'all remember Star Trek Next Generation. Data had a cat. All right, want to get out? No problem. Oh, you don't want to get out. You just want to lay there. Okay, so back to what we were saying. And so just backing up, I was recovering from a car wreck. I was recovering from job loss. I was recovering from health problems. I was recovering from dealing with a drawn-out custody battle that, although me and my daughter's mother was not like battling each other, we were dealing with some issues in the courts. I mean, all this, and then that was the time that my next decided to say, I'm out. And it was cruel. It was cruel. It was cold. It was calculated. And of course, as I started to go through some things, I found some things out. I found some paperwork. I was like, whoa, what's going on? This wasn't never true. This was a lie, etc., and so forth. So at that time, I literally could not get up out of bed. I would wake up, like I could not sleep. I could not eat. I could not. I had to push myself to go to work because I had bills to pay, right? I could not afford to be homeless. Oh, and she left when we were about $1,000, $1,500 short of rent, right? Because job loss and her income, it was just enough to cover everything. But then boom, it's like, oh, I'm out. And it was no like, hey, look, here's a little bit for the rent that I was here for these couple of weeks of this past month. It was like, oh, see ya, right? So it was tough. It was tough. So at that time, I couldn't look further, right? I couldn't dream bigger. I couldn't see myself going further in my career. I couldn't see myself starting a business. I couldn't see myself living in a nicer place. I couldn't see myself interacting with different types of people. I couldn't see it, right? I was all about like, I just want my family. What happened, boom. I did research. I found out what was happening. And then as the months went on, I realized who and what I was dealing with. And I realized that there was nothing I could do to make the situation any better. And this is a key lesson I learned. It does not matter how faithful you are to a narcissist. It doesn't matter how loving you are to a narcissist. It doesn't matter how straightforward and trustworthy you are with a narcissist. A narcissist will never be trustworthy with you. They will expect absolute truth and honesty from you, but they will never be 100% with you. It doesn't matter, right? They're going to use you up, and this is when they start turning on you. When either they can't get what they want, and or you start holding them accountable for things. Hey, I didn't like how you approached this. I didn't like when you stayed out all night, when you said that you were going to spend some time with me. I didn't like the fact that you were kind of mean to my family. I didn't like the fact that you did this. I didn't like the fact that you spent the money that we were saving up for a Cancun trip and you spent it on a Birkin bag, right? Just an example. Nothing wrong with Birkin bags, by the way. I don't care. I don't have a Birkin bag, but that's just an example, right? It doesn't matter. Once they see that you're holding them accountable, once they see that you see them through their lies, once they see that you're like, listen, you're saying one thing, but you're saying another. That doesn't make sense, buddy. What's going on? Boom. That's it. They're out. They're looking for the next target, right? And then they're making you wonder, and they're making you to be the bad guy. Well, you don't listen to me, and you didn't support. What do you mean I didn't listen to you? I listened to you, all right? I heard the double talk. I heard the word salad. I heard the lies and the misconstructions. That's what I heard. That's what I'm listening to. I'm seeing the truth under it, right? And what happens? Boom, they pull out. And their hope is to see you wrecked and destroyed. Nothing makes them feel better about themselves than to see you broken. This is why they time their discard at the most painful times of the year. And usually around this time of year, this is when narcs start acting up. Okay, this is when they start with the discarding before holidays. This is when they start bringing, revealing that they, in love with somebody else. This is when they start disappearing on you. This is when they start manipulating you with gifts and all that, right? Let's suppose y'all broke up, but now they want to come around. So they'll send you an invite like, hey, would you like to come to dinner with me and mom and dad and this and that? And I'm like, what? But we broke up, or you didn't want this, or we signed divorce papers. You know what I mean? This is, the holidays is ripe season. This is when narcs get, they act straight stupid at this time, okay? And as victims, this can be a very rough time of year. Very rough time. This is when we get more depressed. First off, it doesn't help, especially if you live in like the northeastern part of the U.S. or northeastern, northwestern, anywhere that gets all four seasons predominantly. I'm not talking about like, oh, it's 60 degrees out, it's freezing. No, I'm talking about like we getting snow, blizzards, and 105-degree weather in the summer, right? If you live in those areas, you're probably going to get affected with seasonal depression. Probably. Not all the time, but probably, right? So, boom, you're dealing with that. You're dealing with pandemic. You're dealing with, the current geopolitical climate. You're dealing with the economy. You're dealing with all these stresses. And guess what? Now you got a narcissist who's taking you for supply or throwing a lover in your face or hurting you in some other way, right? This is when victims, people who are in these situations, are hardest hit. This is when we start contemplating, I hate say the word, but we start contemplating, taking our own lives, or we start contemplating hurting somebody else, or we start contemplating just shutting down, removing ourselves from all social situations, and that's it. I've been there. I've never thought about hurting anyone. However, when the situation happened and it was Christmas time and my kids weren't here because they were celebrating with their moms, and it was just me by myself, and I was just like, oh my God, what, how did this happen, right? I remember I was driving on the George Washington Bridge. I had just dropped off my kids at their mother's. I was driving with the GWB, and I wanted to just stop the car off the side and just take a little swim. One last swim, right? And I guess it was like an angel or something was just like, nah, don't take your foot off the gas. Don't you dare take your foot. Don't you dare try to look for parking on the side of the damn road. You go and you keep driving. You get back home. You push through this. Watch a movie. Watch a TV show or something. Get your mind off of it as best as you can. And get up. Get up. Get up. And that's the voice that kept playing in my head. Now, a year later, a little less than a year later, because this is the first day of, this is November 1st, I'm recording this. So this is actually Sunday, but this is for like Monday motivation, right? Now here I am in a completely different mindset, right? Completely different surroundings, completely different, not a different career path. I'm still doing what I do, but I'm doing it better. I'm doing it, I have more fun. I'm becoming an expert in it. I'm enjoying it, right? And I'm enjoying life. Like, I legit am enjoying life. I legit am enjoying the fact that I get to write the pages and the chapters of my life. I don't got to worry about how a narc is feeling, or if they approve, or if what I say or do is going to make them, get iffy-wiffy on me. Like, I don't got to worry about that, right? Here's the thing. If I didn't push through the muck, if I didn't push through the lonely nights, if I didn't push through the times I was crying myself to sleep, I would go to bed at 2, 3 in the morning just to wake up at 5 and could not sleep for the rest of the day. I couldn't eat for the rest of the day. I could only have like maybe half a meal a day. I lost so much weight, I looked like a bag of bones. Okay? It was quick. But as soon as I pushed myself through that pain, and guess what? Gentlemen, again, I need to tell y'all, yeah, it's going to be hurtful when your woman, your lady decides to up and leave, or, does some other wildness. The pain does subside after a while. You got to give it time. You got to give it time. You got to focus on yourself. You got to focus on making your life the best that it can be, right? So the Monday motivation, it's not like, I don't think I got on this video with like an actual, this is the topic I'm gonna discuss. I just want to share with y'all my story. Okay? I'm just an ordinary person. I'm an ordinary man with an extraordinary sense of get it done. In fact, I have a coffee mug. I know this is probably flipped, that says get it done, right? I bought this coffee mug the day after I tried to make it work with my next once more, and it didn't work because I found some things out again. I bought this coffee mug. So every time I drink from it, it's a reminder, get it done. Push forward, push forward. That's the Monday motivation. Push forward. Wherever you are in the process of your healing, whether the person that you loved just dumped you, or you had to tell them to pack their stuff and go, okay? And this is like day one, push through. If you've been out of the situation for years and you're doing the healing and all that other stuff, push through, okay? At the end of the day, you're going to be in a way better position than you were when you were with them. And let me tell you a little secret. It's not a secret. You can find this out on YouTube, blogs, internet, all that stuff. Let me tell y'all something. The narcissist may act like they live in life now without you. They may act like, oh my God, I found the love of my life. I've found the job of my dreams. I am in it to win it. Blessed, hashtag blessed, hashtag we in here, hashtag let's go, hashtag top of the world. Like, they could be posting all this nonsense on social media. First off, ignore their social media. Don't go near it. It's a freaking lie. I'm telling y'all from experience. I'm telling you, I was dumb. I would go past my next to social media, check on what she doing, where she at. Oh, this is the guy she talking to now. Sending the screenshots and all that to my boys back. Like, yo, look at this nonsense, right? I shouldn't even be wasting my time with that. Because guess what? That was one fat lie. Because guess what? When the opportunity came, hey, how you doing? Wait a minute, wasn't you just posting on the gram about how your life is so much better with this person, or you're doing this and that? What you mean you trying to see what I'm doing? What you mean you checking for me? What you mean you were like, yeah, I really did miss you. But you posting on the gram? Listen, narcs do this. Everything they do is for image manipulation, all right? It's to get back at you, make you feel like you're missing out, make everyone else think that they winning, make themselves think that they lie to everyone and everything. If they tell you the sky is blue, don't believe them. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, they lie everywhere they go. Everything they do is for image manipulation. Everything they say is for emotion and manipulation. Everything they do. It's constant moving a chessboard. And that's so tiring, right? That's so tiring to have. Every time you interact with someone, it's because they trying to manipulate something out of them. Feelings, money, resources, connection. You're not willing to give nothing back. You here to take, suck them dry, and then move on to the next person. That's tiring, right? So listen, if you see the narc out here posting that they doing good, this and that, they found somebody new, oh my God, she's the love of my life, he the love of my life, oh, we about to get married, we engaged, oh my God, we having a kid. Just be like, bruh, really? And then go back and focus on your own life, okay? Go back and focus on your life. Take it one day at a time. Heal up. Research, connect, rebuild. Look at your life and be like, why can't I dream bigger? What's a bigger dream for me? Dream bigger. You had dreams before you met them. Get those dreams back and then double them, triple them, make them bigger, right? So listen, in life, you're either going through it or growing through it. Thank you for watching through this rant. I hope this helps you. It's November, baby. We got 2 more months in the year. I know 2020 has been a crap show for all of us. Let's put it out there. All of us have been experiencing some nonsense in 2020. However, if you had a rough year, no worries. We all did. Let's put the spin on it. Let's make the last 2 months the best 2 months of the year. All right? Remember, I made another video a while back about making it count, the last quarter of the year count. Get back in it, baby. Get back in it. Get back in the fight. We not out of 2020 yet. We still got stuff to do. All right? We either going through it or we growing through it. And it looks like Kirk is up in here. Come here. You want to say hi to my viewers? Come here. Oh, he being shy right now. He think he all that in the bag of chips. Come here. But then he come back though. See? Typical narcissistic behavior. Maybe that's why I'm so good with cats, right? Because I can understand them. But that's okay when you're a cat and you got 4 legs and your life depends on where the litter box is and where the food at. But if you're a person, that ain't what's up. Hey, Papa, come here. My office is a mess, so pardon me. Come here, Papa. Yeah, there we go. Yay. All right, we've got the Kirky poo. Kirk, what's that water in your nose? All right, you're good? Okay. If it's at night, he wants to be all next to me, sleeping at the foot, at my feet and everything. But during the day, he don't know me. Typical narc behavior. Y'all have a good day. Be blessed.